Did you know that yoga and meditation can work wonders when practiced together? There is synergy between yoga and meditation. It's beneficial for physical and mental well-being. Building a consistent habit of practice can be a challenge. All you have to do is hit play and practice with me. Doesn't have to be an hour. Start small and build. Receive the benefits of combining yoga and meditation to enhance your mindfulness and reduce your stress. We are going to combine a physical Vinyasa power flow along with a guided meditation to calm the mind and strengthen the body. Welcome to 360 Strong Women. Let's get started. Today we're doing the perfect duo. We're going to go ahead and do a yoga Vinyasa flow, flowing through the mat, opening up our vascular system, getting our body toned and strong and flexible. And then we're going to fall into a nice meditation, a calming meditation, if you will, to end our practice. So I want you to go ahead and get your mat out. You're going to get some blocks so that you have access to the pose if you need it. Blocks are a great tool. And then a yoga blanket for the end when we sit in our Sukhasana or easy seated pose and get into our meditation, just so that you're a little bit more comfortable. And then we will end this practice for today. I hope that you enjoy it. You're going to go ahead and start in your Balasana, your child's pose. So as you come into your child's pose, we're going to take big toes to touch in the back. Your glutes are going to come down towards your heels. Stretch your arms forward and stretch your fingers open and press them down into your fingertips so that you don't put all the pressure on your wrist flexors and extensors. You're about shoulder width, so your pinky may hang off the edge of your mat. My chest falls down to the mat, and then I begin to breathe in and out that big Ujjayi breath. A big inhale and then an exhale in through the nose, exhale out through the nose. Pushing all that air out, feeling that spine elongate and stretch. And then as I breathe in, I want to stretch my fingers forward, stretching open the shoulders. And as I exhale, I want to drive my hips towards my heels. One more big breath in. Open that mouth and sigh that all away. I'm going to leave my feet where they are and reach my hands over to the side just to get that nice prone, face down, side body stretch. One breath in, one breath out. Come back to center and take a big breath in. Exhale that away. And then go over to the other side, leaving my feet and my hips where they are, taking that nice side body stretch. Breath in and out. Come back to center, take a big breath in, and then as you exhale out, we're going to fall into your tabletop. So I want softness in the belly. I want to roll my shoulders back, stack my scapulae. I'm going to look to the end of my mat or straight ahead. I don't want to tip my neck up. I want to keep it in a neutral position. And then Pada Bandha, so tops of the feet are going to press into the mat, or if you desire, you can do a toe stand here. I want to stack my wrists, my elbows, and my shoulders. And as I inhale, I'm going to soften that belly and then take that nice flexion into the back. And as I exhale and withdraw all that oxygen, I want to round out my back into extension. So I'm going to take 4 cat-cows to my breath, fill all that oxygen up till you can't get any more oxygen in, and then exhale all that oxygen out. Taking that big breath, getting alive and awake, stretching everything open. I'm going to take one more here. Big breath in, exhale that all the way. And as I exhale, I'm going to bring my fingers in front of me so that I'm at scapation with the shoulders. Tuck my toes under and lift my sits bones all the way up to the ceiling. Now, what do I want to feel here? I want to feel space between my heel and my mat. I'm looking straight down or between your feet. You decide what's more comfortable for you. Lift that sits bone up towards the ceiling. As you breathe in, lift up onto the balls of your feet. As you exhale, drive the heels towards the mat. Pedal out your dog. So you're stretching the back of the legs. Take another big breath in. Inhale, stretch that open. Exhale, drop it. Then I'm going to drive my left foot into the mat. Lift my right leg up. Bend at the knee into my 3-legged dog. Give that hip flexor a little stretch, open up the hip, then drop that down. Drive that right foot, lift that left leg, bend at the knee. Really give that a nice stretch. And then as I drop this down, I'm going to walk my feet right up under my hip so that my hip and my ankle are driving down. I'm hip width, so if I put 2 fists between my feet, I'm opened up for me. Rolling the shoulders back, keeping that apple under my chin so I'm not dropping my head below my heart into my nice ragdoll. My Uttanasana, and you can bend at the knee here. Soften it up. And then twist side to side by grabbing opposite elbows with your hands. I'm going to inhale to a flat back. Roll the shoulders back up under the chin. Hands can come on your shins. Exhale, fold. Then drive the feet into the ground. As you lift all the way up for your Tadasana, your extended mountain pose. Inhale, breathe in. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Stand one more time to that big sun salutation. We go to Sunday. I'm going to drive up Tadasana. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift, high plank. Come all the way down to your belly. Drive your elbows close to your rib cage. Lift up for your baby cobra or your sphinx pose. Notice that I'm in Pada Bandha. Tops of my feet are pushed down. I'm pointing my toes. My legs are together. They're not opened up and hanging. Squeeze everything together. Lift up. If you need a little bit more, come shoulder width and lift the arms up. Softness in those elbow joints, looking straight ahead. I'm not tilting my head up, straight ahead. Then tuck those toes and push into that downward facing dog. Bend the knees, step or float. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Drive your abs to your spine. Tadasana, take a breath in and out. Drive up, Tadasana, exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift, high to low plank. Upward facing dog. You could go back to Sphinx and or Cobra. Upward dog, your legs are hanging off the mat. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your right leg up, bring it through to warrior one on the right side. Notice that your hips drive to the front. My front leg, my right leg My knee is stacked over my ankle as I lift up into my warrior one. Breathing in and out. Chaturanga down. High to low plank. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your left leg, bring it through. Warrior one on the left side. Breathe in and out. Chaturanga, high to low plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Take a breath in and out. Now you could drive back down to a child's pose. Breathe in and out here. Stay here. Working at your own pace. Then maybe drive back to a tabletop. Take a cat-cow. Catch your breath. And then drive back to your downward facing dog. Bend your knees, look to the front, step or float. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Utkatasana, chair pose. Knees behind the toes, lift up. Drive forward into your drinking bird, up on the balls of your feet. Exhale, chair pose. Fold forward, halfway lift. High to low plank. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Right foot steps. Warrior one. Breathe in and out. Fold into your humble warrior. Your right knee and your right shoulder are going to connect and squeeze into the center line of the body. Apple under the chin. As I exhale out of this, I'm going to come to my warrior two. Roll the shoulders back and relax them. Knees stacking over. My torso is right up over each other. You can look over your middle finger. Then turn your palm up, reach up, come back for your reverse warrior. Extended side angle. Big, 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 long line of energy. Look up, lift up. Reverse Trikonasana. Straighten out that knee. Don't lock it. Keep it soft. Trikonasana on the right. So I'm going to tap down to the outside of my right foot. The inner arch is going to lift up. Stacked shoulders. Can look up. I'm going to bend my knee deep. Take a bind. Lift a little bit more. Back to my warrior two. And then take that Prasarita Pottanasana. So I'm going to stack my body big, like I'm making a big X. Then fold forward at the hip flexor. Booty's out. Apple under the chin. Fold. Open up those legs. You can soften those knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold, and rise all the way up. Take your left foot to the back of your mat. I'm going to scoot my right foot over onto its side, onto the right, so that I can turn my hips and lift into my warrior one on the left side. Fold into that humble warrior. Squeeze everything in. Make those legs work. Exhale out to my warrior two on my left side. Relaxing those shoulders. Flip that palm up, come back. Reverse your warrior. Extended side angle. Lift up. Reverse that Trikonasana. And then Trikonasana down. Triangle pose on the left. Notice that my shoulders stack. I'm going to bend that knee deep and take that bind. Just working that shoulder a little bit more. Then lift all the way up. Warrior two. Come to my Prasarita. And then I'm going to hinge forward. squeeze my legs in and sit into my yogi squat. Just open up those hips. Bring everything into center. I'm going to turn to the side. You're just where you are on your mat. You could turn with me, ragdoll. Halfway lift, exhale, fold. Tadasana, drive up. Hands to heart center, taking a breath. Tadasana, exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Chaturanga, high to low plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Lift your right leg forward. Bring it through for crescent lunge on the right side. Notice that my toes are facing at 12 o'clock. My back leg is not at a 45-degree angle. Lift the side body up. And drop that back leg all the way down into your Anjane Asana. Take both hands to the inside of your right foot. Tuck that back leg and lift up to your lizard pose. You can open up that foot in the front if you need to. Open that hip, or you can take dragon. Rock it back down to your Anjane Asana, your low crescent lunge. Just give that nice hip flexor a nice stretch. And then both hands to either side of your right foot. Dorsiflex that foot back. Sit back into that Ardha Hanumasana and get that hamstring. Back to Anjane Asana. High plank, low plank, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Lift that left leg up, bring it through. Crescent lunge. High crescent lunge on the left. Lift up, lift up, lift up. Drop your back leg down, untuck. Anjane Asana. Other side with that hip flexor. Lean into it without folding your body. Both hands come to the inside of the left foot. Bring both hands to the inside of your left foot. Squeeze that shoulder and knee together and find your lizard pose. Kind of like your humble warrior. You can do dragon. Squeeze, 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 squeeze everything in. Then drop down to your Anjane Asana. Give that hip flexor a nice stretch. Both hands to either side of your foot. Dorsiflex that foot back. Sit into your Ardha Hanumasana. That half monkey pose. Coming back to my Anjane Asana. High plank. Low plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Bend your knees, step or float. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Tadasana, rise up. Hands to heart center. Tree on the right. Ankle, calf, skip over your knee. Thigh. Remember, we don't touch the knee in this balance pose. One hip. Hip flexor to knee to ankle. In alignment. One hip. Externally rotated out. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Breathe, breathe. Bring the hand to heart center. Drop that leg down. Standing leg raise. Rudder comes out. Grab the knee. Externally rotate again. You can grab your toe and lift up. Big strength. Breathe in. Bring your leg to the front. Bend it. At your hip flexor. Lift back. Roll those shoulders back. Palms down like you're pushing beach balls. Dekasana airplane. Hands to heart center. Tree on the left. Ankle, calf, hop over your knee. Hop over your knee. Now putting our foot on our knee. Grow your tree. Hands to heart center. Lift up. Rudder comes out. Lift. Breathe in and out. I'm going to bring my foot to the front, bend at the knee, and then hip hinge at my hip flexor. Roll my shoulders back. Dekasana airplane. Lift your body, grow the body. Hands to heart center or Shamastahiti. Take a breath in, take a breath out. While you're here, come catty corner so you can see. One arm comes up, one arm comes back, thumb facing this way. Grab the inside of your ankle, dorsiflex. Lift up, dancer. And you're going to rotate it around. I'm going to turn so you can see me. Thumb's coming back. Slide that hand into that ankle without disrupting that ankle joint and lift up. Dancer. And release. Hands to heart center. Tadasana. Fold forward. Find your ragdoll. Yogi squat. You can put a block up underneath you if you need. Seated straddle fold. Dorsiflex your toes towards your knees. Keep them safe. Nice softness. Hip hinge. Again, you can use your blocks if you need them. Apple under the chin. Breathe in, lengthen through. Exhale, fold. All the way up. Fold it in for your half butterfly. Big inhalation. Drop one arm down. Lift up. Look up. Stretching out that side body. Obliques. Also looking up. Lifting your chest and working that upper back. So gently move one side to the other. Come back to center. Switch sides. One of my favorite stretches right here. You want to be balanced on those hips, so make sure you're not leaning or lifting your hip up. You're driving your hip down as you lift your side body up. Tick-tock over. Tick-tock over very gently. Lift up. Bring that down. Roll those shoulders back. I'm going to fold one leg over for my double pigeon. Just sit in this for a moment before we get into our Sukhasana, or easy seated pose. Work these hips a little. So we had a little flow. We did a little balance. Work your right side and your left side. Breath in, breath out, filling up that oxygen, strengthening your body, lengthening your body, getting that nice flexibility in, all at the same time. And switch legs. Remember that we don't want to disrupt our ankle joint. Should be able to do that with it. I'm having to put a little pressure here because my hip wants to rise up and I want it to drive down, grow roots into my mat. As I begin to unfold, I'm going to take my block and find my waterfall first. So I'm going to use a block. You don't have to, but I like the block underneath my hips. It gives me some depth and some drive And then I'm going to just lift my legs up into the air. Now you could put your legs up against the wall. You could fold your legs over a chair, an astronaut pose. You could put your glutes on the ground. They don't have to be on a block. Roll your shoulders, make a nice shoulder shelf, and allow your palms to be up. Just to release some energy from the body as you inhale and exhale. Squeeze your legs together. They're not just hanging out here. Squeeze them together. Push everything towards the center line of your body. Take one more breath in. Open your mouth, sigh that all the way. Ha. I'm going to turn the palms of my feet towards each other and press them together as I drop my feet down. Now you're in Supta Baddha Konasana Butterfly. You can remove your block if this is uncomfortable. If there's too much space in your spine here. I like it. It opens up my low back. But it's not for everybody. So meet yourself where you are. Looking up to the ceiling. You can put hand on belly, hand on heart. Gently breathe in and out. So maybe now we close our eyes. Our breath is slower. Maybe a little less deep and more shallow. Or maybe you're still emptying out all that big deep breath work that you've done. And you're just beginning to slow everything down. One more big breath in. Exhale that away. I'm going to bring my feet onto the ground. Hip flexors follow knee, follows ankle. And remove my block. Push my low back into the ground. And then I'm going to take a breath in. Exhale that away. And find my Shavasana, my deep and final rest. So take up space on your mat. Maybe both feet go to each side. Your arms just splay out and go soft. Let everything fall into your mat. Close your eyes. Normal breath. And just begin to relax all that movement, becoming still. Pay attention to your breath. Make sure you're breathing in and out gently. And allow all those body parts to begin to soften and melt. Check your face and make sure that the brow is soft right between your eyes. It softens. It's not tight. We're not squeezing anything. Your jaw softens. Let your ears fall back towards your mat. Your head softens with your shoulders and your belly and your legs. And begin to wiggle your toes, circle your ankles, wiggle your fingers and circle at the wrist. Begin to put some very gentle movements back into your body. Perhaps take your head side to side and be very gentle with your neck. Super gentle. I'm going to bring my legs back together. Take my arms up over my head. Take in a big, deep breath like I'm pulling you at both ends as you fill up with oxygen. And then as you exhale all that air out, curl up into a little ball. Another extension of the spine. And then just fall down onto your side. Left side for digestion, left side for digestion, right side for your heart. And perhaps each time you practice, find the other side. Close your eyes and gently breathe. This is your position of renewal. Be thankful for the practice. Thankful for your body that can move in motion. Thankful for the oxygen that can be washed through your body. Thankful for the breath that gives you life. In each day that you get up and you're able to move and breathe, have some gratitude for that. And then thank yourself for showing up to move and breathe some more. It's the perfect duo. With your eyes closed, I want you to come to a seated position. Your Sukhasana, your easy seated pose. Now you could be in a tighter lotus if you want to. This would be the time where you would put a blanket up under your sits bone if you need. Roll your shoulders back, tuck pit of your belly in and up, and drive your body nice and tall. You can place your hands in your lap or hands to your heart. With your eyes closed, begin to breathe in and out. Keeping that breath and body connected. And as you think about your practice, I want you to think about the time for calmness. And as you feel your heart and your lungs moving up and down and in and out, feel how calm that is. With your eyes closed, you're finding a comfortable seated position. Allow your spine to lengthen, your shoulders to soften. As you keep taking a deep breath in through your nose, fill your lungs, and exhale slow, releasing any tension. As you continue to breathe deeply, imagine a gentle wave of relaxation washing over your body, starting from the crown of your head and flowing down to your toes. Feel each muscle loosen and unwind as you sink deeper into a state of calmness and serenity. And then bring awareness to your breath. Notice the sensation of the air flowing in and out of your nostrils. Feel the rise and fall of your chest with each inhale and exhale, letting each breath anchor you in the present moment. As thoughts arise, simply acknowledge them without judgment and gently guide your focus back to your breath. Allow yourself to let go. Let go of any worries or distractions, surrendering to the stillness within. Now visualize yourself surrounded by a soft, radiant light. Feel this light envelop you, filling you with warmth and peace. And with each breath, feel the light expand within you, illuminating each and every cell of your being with pure, tranquil energy. Take a moment to set an intention for your practice today. It could be cultivating gratitude, finding inner peace, or simply being present. Whatever it may be, allow it to resonate deeply within you. Continue to breathe mindfully, feeling the rhythm of your breath aligning with the rhythm of the universe. Know that you are exactly where you need to be in this moment, supported and guided by the infinite wisdom of the universe. And when you feel ready, we'll begin to gently open your eyes, bringing the sense of peace and tranquility with you into the rest of your day. Remember that this feeling of calmness is always, always accessible to you whenever you need it. Take a deep breath and gently return to the present moment. Begin to bring your hands to your heart center, thumb knuckles touch. Take a big breath in. Open your mouth and exhale that away. Take your thumb knuckles up to your forehead center. May the love and the light in me always honor, see, and appreciate the love and the light in you. We bow and we say namaste. Namaste. And that is it. That is your perfect duo. A little vinyasa flow with a nice calming meditation at the end to make you feel relaxed after you've done this rejuvenating vinyasa flow with power, with strength, with lengthening, and with toning and flexibility. So it's all bundled together. You get your mental clarity, you get your oxygen, you get connection with mind, body, stress reduction, and you get the movement because movement matters. Motion is lotion. But our mental clarity also matters. We want to be able to bring our stressors down. And ending your practice with a little bit of a meditation, it can even be just a minute of breathing without having to listen to a guided meditation like we did today. You could just breathe for 60 seconds and then find that clarity. It's really healthy for your mind, for your focus, for your brain, for your breath work, and for calming down and balancing out those stress hormones. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making it for you. I will see you for the next video. And don't forget to hit our button, like, subscribe, and share. Hydrate your body. Even though it's just yoga, you're going to need a lot of water. 8 ounces a day, no matter how you're moving. I appreciate you all. We'll see you for the next video. Bye.